All right, let's get it cracking.
Hello there. Welcome to Words of Personality.
It's your boy Big Daddy Mo.
Yeah, the new Mortal Kombat movie came out, the Mortal Kombat 2021. Let's face it, there's going to be more Mortal Kombats coming out, so I'm just going to say the date. Mortal Kombat 2021.
For real. Because even when if they do end up doing a franchise, give it like another 10, 20 years, Mortal Kombat, whatever the dubstep edition.
Yeah.
What Deadpool would say? Is dubstep still a thing?
Yeah. Dubstep never died?
Dubstep. What do you say? Dubstep is for pussies or something like that?
Oh. Yeah, but honestly, I was not expecting to enjoy it because, let's face it, remakes tend to suck. Mm-hmm. It's the rated R aspect for me that really did work.
Because, it's Mortal Kombat. The game is rated mature. It's known for the blood and the gore.
Even during the... If I could yank this out.
No, I think it's...
Yeah.
I think it's the one you have to...
Yeah. You yank it out. Even this one, I believe it was rated M somewhere.
Oh, it's all... Trust me. It's rated M. I have
everything, that. Everything is rated M.
Let's see that right quick?
Yeah.
Bro, oh my God.
Takes you back. Takes you back.
The game not working.
Yeah, you yank it out.
Man.
Mortal Kombat.
We need to play this, bro.
Yeah.
I really want to play that.
Yeah, I just am missing like one adapter to make it work. I mean, I could bring in an old-looking TV and we can play it off of that, but...
Hey, it brings back good memories.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be channel 3?
Yeah, channel 3
yes.
or channel 4. Yeah, that's something you have to do. That's honestly it, because we're basically going to be talking about primarily the fighting games.
Fighting games turned into movies.
Yeah, Street Fighter, DOA, amazing movie. Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie, I've never actually seen Double Dragon.
Yeah, I was looking at this and I'm like, what is... I've never seen Double Dragon or King of Fighters.
I've seen King of Fighters. King of Fighters and Taken were direct to TV.
Tekken?
Yeah, Tekken.
I've seen Tekken because Tekken had it had great value. Jason Statham, Luke Goss.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed that.
King of Fighters, I think I actually did enjoy quite a bit. Yeah, the Street Fighter I enjoyed quite a bit.
Which one?
The original Street Fighter.
Of course.
Yeah.
I guess you didn't see that. Like,
because it's so cheesy. Okay, so the movies back in the day, video game movies, what made them great was the cheesiness.
Yeah, everything back in the day was over the top. And what's his name? Is it Raul Julia or whatever? The one that played Bison, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Bro, he was so over the top, but it worked. Like he threw out some iconic lines. Like the day Bison graced your village or whatever. For it was a tragic day, but for me it was a Tuesday. That's the biggest burn ever.
It's such a crappy line though.
But still, it was just like, oh, that happened to you, that changed your life. But for me, it was another day.
But what's funny is I hadn't seen Mortal Kombat in ages, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch the new one in the 95 back to back, and then I didn't realize that the Punisher is doing the Batman voice.
Punisher?
Yeah, the Raiden. He's doing the Batman voice throughout the entire movie.
Are you talking about the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Lambert?
Yeah.
Because you said the Punisher.
Yeah, he was the Punisher, right?
No.
Who am I thinking of?
You think of Thomas Jane?
Yeah. But
dude,
he's doing the Batman voice.
They do look alike.
I was like, wait, that's the Punisher.
They
do
look
I didn't look
alike.
up the cast or anything. I was just like, I'm pretty sure that's the Punisher.
But you know what's funny? I was thinking the same thing because the entire time Raiden, I don't think so. Like his voice, it's like he's not racist. It's like he's making his voice gruff.
Yeah, but I think this movie has aged better into more of a comedy because his laugh. What'd you think of when his laugh?
You talking about Raiden, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I was loving it. It felt like he was just having a good time in a movie. Like
his laugh reminded me of Tommy Wiseau. Johnny from The Room. That's what you think about my princess.
Now you got me thinking about that.
Every time he laughed, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is Tommy Wiseau, Johnny's character in The Room. I mean, character Johnny, just like, oh my gosh, this like, oh, I couldn't stop myself from laughing. First he's doing the Batman voice, and then he's doing Johnny's laugh.
Okay, so what I like how we brought up the first two Mortal Kombat, and then we just started jumping all over. But like the '95 Mortal Kombat back then, I thought it was amazing. It's even to this day, it's still one of the best video game adaptations. But for that time, they made it PG, and I'm like, the game is all about the blood, the gore, the fatalities. But for some reason, even though it was PG, there were still some cool action scenes.
Well,
some cool action
honestly,
scenes.
After watching them back to back, the action scenes are literally exactly the same between each.
Yeah,
because they're both not. I think it's telegraphed or choreographed poorly. you can you can easily see when they start the edit and end the edit, they weren't edited fast enough, so it doesn't look like they're really fighting. It looks like they're play fighting. It looks like wrestling.
Hey, I still,
but it's just like one of those things that is just.
Hey, I still enjoy all the fights, and even though they kind of kill like some of the best characters in some week with Goro, I love that scene with Johnny Cage. I mean, like those are $500 sunglasses, asshole. Like
I loved
that, but they killed Goro trash. They killed Sub-Zero with a bucket of water.
Yep.
They killed. Okay,
use the element that brings life.
Yeah, that was trash. Scorpion versus Johnny Cage was cool. Okay, actually, okay.
And he was running around in circles.
Okay, that
fight,
the way he took him off. Okay, that was cool. But yeah, the Sub-Zero with a bucket of water was horrible.
Yeah, and I've never liked the fact, like in the 95, because I was like, the one thing, like I mentioned in my review, is there've always been two fields. Like, no matter what the genre is, there's always two fields. If it's Marvel, it's like you're either Deadpool or Wolverine. If it's Mortal Kombat, you're either Sub-Zero or Scorpion. If you're Twilight, you're either Jacob or Edward. Every single, or Dragon Ball Z, you're either Goku or Vegeta.
Yeah, that is
Superman, you're either Superman or Batman, like in the DC.
Iron Man or Captain America?
Yeah, it's just like every single field has it, and it was just like, why'd you put them both on the same team?
Hey, The Last of Us, Ellie or Abby?
Yeah. But it's just like, come on, why?
Yeah, you have a point. I never noticed that.
Yeah, because it was just like, that's the thing. Like in the 1995, the dialogue is basically, hey, these people used to be great enemies, but now that they're dead, I've taken their souls and they work for me. I was like, now we're gonna see them working together.
Oh, Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
And
it's just like,
hey, okay. So people, this I never really played storylines for the Mortal Kombat games.
I will be honest. I've only played Mortal Kombat 1 and 2.
But
I've never jumped any other genre because they're better like this.
And when I have played them, like I said, I've only played the exhibitions. I never played stories.
Yeah.
So you said they're working together. So were they always enemies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've always been on opposing sides. Sure, some stories are different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always liked Scorpion because he used a saber. I've always enjoyed that. One of his finisher moves is using a saber. I did love his finisher move in the Mortal Kombat 2021. But it was funny. I forgot that he literally used the same exact finisher move in 95. When he takes off his mask and it's the skull and he breathes out fire.
They actually do a couple things the same. Like, what was it? When Sonya Blade shoots at Sub-Zero and he like grabs the gun and kind of like stops the bullet.
Yep.
They do the same thing with him versus Jax, except that was cooler because you still see the bullets like slowly going.
Yeah, I did enjoy it because in the 2021, I did like how they introduced that Jax lost his arms.
Yeah,
because in 95 they had Jax in the background, and then
he wasn't nobody. Yeah,
they replaced him in Annihilation.
Hey, I like Jackson in Annihilation though. He was so black.
But they gave him, he was very black. And then they gave him like metal arms, like coverings, and his true power was ripping them off. I preferred the fact that his arms were destroyed and his true power was basically his power was uncovering his true strength.
Because I was just like, because in Annihilation, I'm just like, so really your arms are just holding you back.
Yeah.
So there was no point to have them.
So why'd you get implants if they're not going to do anything for you?
But okay. Jinx? That was go ahead.
I did enjoy the fact that it's about gaining their powers because the 95, they don't use powers. None of the Allied forces use power.
It was only until what'd you say?
Allied forces.
It was only until they didn't even use it even in Annihilation. Luke Kang, little trash.
Luke Kang might have used it, with his last hit onto.
When he
into the and he falls back into the spikes. Maybe, but it just wasn't right. I love how.
But the first one.
In 2021. Kano, the way he learns his powers, he's just getting made fun of by the two little Asian dudes.
Bro, and then Kano was awesome.
He's like, honestly, they needed a redemption factor because without Johnny Cage, how are you going to keep the heart of the movie? Yeah, put in a sociopath. They put in Kano.
Bro, we're jumping. I'm sitting there like confused for it because we're jumping.
Well, because we go back and forth because literally they're trying to mimic one another. So I'm not doing any of the other things because those will pile on.
I had like some stuff I wanted to say about the 95. Then you all say go to 21. But go ahead.
Literally, articles I've been reading is just like Johnny Cage was not in the new movie, but Kano has taken the heart of it. Because Kano, whatever. Because Johnny Cage was literally the soul.
It ain't no whatever. He's won it in 35 countries. Okay, you gonna pronounce his name right? All right,
he can sue me.
Now, now go get him an egg roll.
Yeah, give me my egg roll. Yeah. Oh my God. I knew I was going to be the first to figure this out. I knew it.
What did he say? It's better than a little fucking spinning hat.
Yep. But dude, I didn't expect that spinning hat to be so awesome.
Oh my God.
I always hated. Keep jumping around. I always hated fighting as him in the game. Yeah. But it was just like
Kung Lao, right?
Yeah.
Kung Lao was fire. He was fire in this movie, bro. That hat, because at first I'm just like, because I always thought like a spin the hat. No, that spin the hat.
When he like cut her in half, flawless victory. Just and
it really, because what was it? They said it in the '95 movie, but I'm like, flawless victory. Liu Kang got hit.
Yep, he got punched.
This one, he didn't get hit, so I'm like, thank you for using it.
He literally grabs her and jumps on her back and slides her right through it. That was perfect.
That pissed me off that they killed him.
Yeah,
honestly. I didn't like Liu Kang in this movie.
Yeah, I didn't care.
I didn't. One that wig is trash. I love Robin Shou in the original because one, that boy got the physique. I mean, don't get me wrong, homie here, he got buff too, because that's the dude that played Power Ranger.
Yep.
So he got buff too, and the gay fighter in Black Mirror. But like but that wig was trash. Here he's just the chosen one, so everything he has to say has to be like wise and all. I'm just like, bro, you're born. I seen this, you know what I'm saying? But Kung Lao was fire.
Yeah, I preferred Young.
Cole Young?
Cole Young, yeah.
The new dude?
Yeah, the son of the child of, because
he was all right.
I liked how it kind of kept the lineage. Just like, that's pretty cool. I like how they use, because that's how they brought in Scorpion. I like how it was his blood. How Raiden was basically talking about how he can't cheat, but yet he can't get involved in the human human realm. Yet he's just like in '95, he's cheating. He left the bucket of water next to the Sub-Zero fight.
Yeah, because he was mopping. Yeah.
He was drinking water.
Okay, he was doing something.
Yeah. So he's been cheating for the human side because Outworld cheats.
Yeah.
And one thing I don't get is like in 21 '95 they're at Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
21, do they ever start Mortal Kombat, or are they picking off their competition before Mortal Kombat starts?
I'm guessing, like, of course, like in the first one, they won the 9, but they were doing it. But did they pick it off, or did they actually have the tournament? I just know in this one for sure they're picking off.
Yeah, they're picking them off. But I don't think the tournament actually ever takes place.
No,
they start challenging their fighters the exact same way, but they're doing it on equal footing, 1-on-1, 2-on-2. They split them all off, but control the battles. That's how they do it. Because remember, if you're a victor, you get to choose your opponent, and they weren't victorious, yet they chose their random opponents. So I'm guessing the second movie will be about the real Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I wasn't tripping as much. I know for a fact that the next movie, either the second or the third one, is going to be the actual Mortal Kombat. Yeah, but this whole movie was about Shang Tsung straight up cheating and them trying to train so they can stop that.
Yeah, and then by them cheating, they got their powers. So the next one is probably going to be about the same thing over again, because they killed off all Shang Tsung's fighters, and Garo, right? Goro. He always gets a bad rap. He got destroyed again.
I liked him in the first one better. He had more of a role, and he was actually like beating up on a bunch of the fighters. So yeah. But hey, what's his name? Is it Kalau? Bro,
I don't know.
I was expecting. You know what he reminded me of? He reminded me of T.J. Miller in Ready Player One. You see him, you think like, oh, he's about to be a badass. And the second he starts talking, I'm like, what?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that fucking guy Kano. He's the reason I'm in the Iron Lung. I was like, hey, wait a minute. I can't take you serious, bro.
Yeah, because
he said something that was so stupid that had me dying.
He looks like a boss, and then he's just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy how they create. Like, let's go. We keep jumping back and forth. Okay, 95. Johnny Cage is the heart of the whole thing. And I didn't realize that. I loved how they created Chameleon in 95. When he's fighting with the lizard, and then he tosses it into an Outworld mummy.
Yeah.
And then the mummy wraps around it, and then it becomes the actual chameleon. I was like, okay, I like that. I like how that went about. Because Kano rips out the heart of
Chameleon. In this movie,
just like,
it was just a regular chameleon. I was just like, that was trash. Hey, I love the Kano wins. I was like, But yeah, I like that rap. I want to see the Kano graphic novel, bro.
Yep.
Why did they kill the best character
Yeah.
in the whole movie?
That was the worst part. It was just like
I'm hoping they can bring. If they brought Scorpion back, I'm praying they can bring Kano back. But I'm like,
I
y'all
doubt.
exactly. But I'm
doubt
like,
it.
y'all really just killed the best character in the entire. Kano, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion. Even though Scorpion had 2 scenes, they were the best part of the movie.
Yep.
They carried this movie.
Yeah, because okay, the beginning of both movies, the beginning of '95 is I think the best. Because you start off with the Mortal Kombat music. Because as soon as you hear Mortal Kombat, you get goosebumps. You're eager. You're excited. The new one, it was slow.
Hey, wait a minute. Are we talking like the opening scene?
I enjoyed the fighting,
Bro.
but I didn't care for his family. I didn't care for that dynamic they introduced.
The opening scene was the best scene of the entire
The fighting for sure.
There's a thing, yes. The fight. It felt like two separate movies.
Yep.
It's like you have this gritty fight. 'Cause I'm sitting there because I rewatched it last night. I was high as shit, and I enjoyed it so much more. 'Cause I'm just like, bro. One Sub-Zero, he just went after kill everybody in his family, and then Scorpion comes up. I forgot his name, but homie is 60 years old.
Yeah.
Kenji, Jackie Chan's brother from Rush Hour 3. That boy is 60 years old. And he was just getting them. The kills with the I'm like, the whole fight scene. And then when they fought, you didn't know how it was going to go.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you probably knew that, Scorpion was going to go. But still, like, the way it was, you didn't know how it was going to go. They're both slicing each other up and all that. It felt just brutal, gritty. And then once we get to the actual fights with Jackson and all that, it's just like,
yeah, you don't care. Well,
it's like okay, here's a good one.
No, the fight I didn't care about was the MMA fight. That one was trash.
Well,
the Jax fight,
they
I
just wanted
enjoyed.
To show you, of his fighting ability.
Yeah, the Jax fight I enjoyed
Which one?
because when he's fighting Sub-Zero.
Oh,
because
yeah.
the freezing of the bullet and then the ripping off of the arms.
I did 6'2", motherfucker.
Yeah,
Bet.
that's something I did enjoy.
But it's okay. It's like the first. It's like okay. It's like the first. The opening scene was like a fight scene off a good ass Japanese movie, and then the rest are like from a transporter movie, where it's Jason Statham or all the good characters are Jason Statham. They're fighting, but it's not like they're gonna get hurt.
Yeah,
because I keep hearing that like, oh yeah, the fights is like there's no danger, and then I watched it again. I'm like, you know what? I forgot. Kano had like a full big ass rock fall on top of Sonya.
Yep.
Jax picks it up. I'm just like, what? So really, like the only fights that were really the best were the Sub-Zero and Sub-Scorpion fights. Yeah. Those felt like completely different movies.
One thing I didn't like was the very last Sub-Zero versus Scorpion. I felt like Scorpion cheated.
They shouldn't have had
Nope.
Scorpion get help. That made me mad. I'm like, bro,
that was just like
he been waiting on this fight for like hundreds of years,
and now he's getting help from his great grandchild.
hated
And it's
that.
just like this isn't fair fight anymore.
I hated that.
What we need is an actual fair fight.
Yeah, this is a revenge. He's finally he's been in the hell waiting for this moment, and now he's about to get help from his little nephew or something.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion are both dead characters. They're both in hell. So you could easily make it where each movie they kill one another.
Oh well,
but they keep coming back.
Homie that plays Sub-Zero signed on for 4 movies.
Okay,
he's coming back.
Yeah,
I mean, look at Scorpion came back. Sub-Zero's coming back.
Yeah, he was brought back by.
They brought him back in Annihilation.
Yeah, of course, because crap, I always forget his name. The Soul Eater. He can bring back the dead. Yeah, he can bring back the dead. So he brings back Sub-Zero as his slave at that point. So he's not going to have any dialogue in the next one. He's just going to be a puppet, a complete puppet. But honestly, did you get goosebumps the first time you heard "Get Over Here"?
Bro, that scene was so. Oh my god, bro!
That's one thing I found funny.
Because they had like the new Mortal Kombat music playing. Get over here! I was like, oh.
Yeah, because you see it strike him in the shoulder, and then it stops. It like freezes, and I normally hate that in movies where they do that. They kind of freeze for a moment to give an audience a moment to see what's going on. But I actually enjoyed it because I started getting goosebumps, and I was like, I know where this is going. This is cheesy, just like '95. And then they show Scorpion. Get over here!
Hey, and I like that. It's not something that comes out of his hand.
Yeah.
It's actually like just
a
blade
hooked
onto a chain.
It's like a mystical chain that's he casts
but still, bro. See, honestly, screw a tournament. Give me a movie with Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I would like to see like how
their rivalry.
Yeah,
was
I would
created.
love that, and make the movie.
Well, given that point in time, China and Japan were never on good. Scorpions from Japan Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I caught that.
I did love it though, how they're speaking their languages and it's like, I don't understand what you say, but look at me, memorize my face. It'll be the last thing you see before you die. It's just like, wow.
Because I thought the subtitles, I'm like, hey yo, why is it saying Chinese and Japanese? And I watched it again, I'm like, oh yeah,
that's pretty. That was pretty interesting. I actually enjoyed that. And I find it funny how he spends his entire life in hell. The only words in English he learns is "get over here." Because he starts speaking to his great grandchild and speaking to him Japanese, and they like understand each other.
Yeah,
it's just like, okay, I guess you get a feeling, but they say lines like, "I don't know what you said, but this." It's like, okay, sure.
But yeah, all he does is say, that's all we need him to say is "get over here." But it's like, bro, you could have took an English class.
But I did like how he's basically in hell. I do enjoy the cutscenes to him in hell, the fiery world.
So it's safe to say that while the movie is enjoyable, the best people, the best scenes is Kano, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion. Because I enjoy this movie, but it's not better. It's 100 times better than Annihilation. Yeah, which we're going to talk about that next. And the OG is better, but they have some moments. I enjoy the OG better.
Like I was watching them back to back, and I'm like, okay, I think I like the new ones better just because of the kills.
Oh, absolutely.
I think the kills are what redeem it for me. But if you look
at those kills in the original, then we're great. We're great.
Yeah, because the fighting is literally just as corny as each other, except for like the Sub-Zero and Scorpion, because they actually know what they're doing.
Yeah, because the fights in the new one was nothing like dang again. Last time you're only like that with the Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Yep.
Yeah, but like,
when Sub-Zero is actually attacking people, it's dope seeing him attack people.
Bro, when he just starts walking through the town,
it starts to snow and he's marching through, and then it's just like, yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I like
turn into a horror movie.
Yep. So that's more of what we needed, but we got these characters who don't know anything trying to figure out their powers.
Yeah.
And it's funny how it's Sonya and Jax telling about the world.
I'm sorry, Kung Lao. Kung Lao was one of the best parts too.
Yeah. I didn't like how it was basically Sonya and Jax telling us about Mortal Kombat. The funny thing about the...
Like, bitch, you don't even have the marking. What are you talking about?
The funny thing about the 95 one is they were literally being pushed to Mortal Kombat via their opponent. He was pushing all the challengers because he wanted to win.
Yep.
He didn't want them to know anything, that he was just like, oh, it's just a fighting. Johnny Cage, this will show your
ability,
Yeah, this will show all the producers, all the real people that you're the best fighter in the world. It's just like... Yeah, he was literally fishing them all out.
For years, I always thought that was Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
I thought that was Steven. And then I watched it again recently. I was like, oh, shit, that's not Steven
sitting in the chair?
Yeah, that's not Steven Spielberg.
It's a Steven Spielberg lookalike. Because I saw it, just like, that's a Steven Spielberg lookalike. I get it. Yeah.
Hey, but Johnny Cage, for me, was the best part of the original.
Yeah. This is the part where you fall down.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, bro.
I was watching it, I was just like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And it's just like, boom. Where the heck do you get these guys?
Yeah.
I'm out. Yeah, he literally was the heart and soul. And the thing is, they brought him in very quickly in the original. They brought him in immediately. Kano, it takes, 20 minutes? 30 minutes?
In the first in the new one?
In the new one, to bring him in.
Something like that.
Because he was just like, after the very opening scene, and which I really hated the fact that they didn't have the Mortal Kombat music to start it out. But after the opening scene, yeah, that honestly would have made this the new one.
I don't know, but with the opening that they had, would that have worked?
Yeah, that would have. Because
they had it.
The reason why he's attacking his family is because of the prediction of Mortal Kombat.
For me, with that opening, it doesn't work. I don't know. It just doesn't work. More and then all of a sudden you have this guy who just lost his family. After you have this dope music that gets you hype, and then you have that just like again. It feels like a separate movie with that music.
Yeah.
That opener doesn't go with this. Doesn't go how this movie is.
It slows down too much at the beginning that it feels out of place.
Exactly.
It really feels out of place. If anything, it should have been done as a flashback. I think that would have been better placed, because doing it at the beginning of the movie, it just doesn't feel right.
And then we get the movie we get. It's just like, bro, like I said, I'd rather just have a full movie of what's going on with the two of them.
I would love, a 1600s Mortal Kombat movie. Where
it's centuries.
Yeah.
It's centuries. Like, y'all have enough character. Y'all can do something with that.
Like, you could have, Knights Templar. You could have basically people from that century fighting Outworld. Because there are 10 Mortal Kombats that need to be won.
Yeah,
who says they all happened at the same time?
Why are we starting with the last Mortal Kombat? Why not start with the first or something like the third or the fourth? Y'all gonna give us the last one?
Yeah, because that way you could introduce new characters and make new characters enjoyable, and you could sell more games that way. Why? Because all the games are about the same characters over and over and over and over and over again.
Or you can because you don't have to. Okay, you could maybe start with like the first one or. Like that third one, then when you get like later into like the franchise, then you can like skip them and then get to the last one. But to just we're at the last one now, we're stuck with
because there are characters that will need to be there, like Scorpion and Sub-Zero will constantly need to be there, because they're basically immortal. They're both undead. Raiden will need to be there. The ones who basically live forever.
Hey, I didn't like Raiden either.
No,
I didn't like Raiden or Shang Tsung.
I didn't care for him.
I didn't care. I didn't care for a lot of the characters.
It was like, why not bring me my white boy back with his long hair?
Oh, whitewashing. You know what? Let's whitewash the shit out of these characters.
Yeah, because I didn't care for Raiden. The only thing that they did cool was his blue eyes all the time.
Yeah, I was just like, bro, turn them off. You can turn those off here and there, man. Like,
because it's just like
you don't have to do that.
Cool, but
Shang Tsung was, he wasn't over the top like homie was. Like this one, oh, I'm going to kill them. I'm going to take his soul. Oh, take the trophies you want, but I'm taking their souls. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's her name? Was it Melina or something?
Yeah, something like that.
She had a fat ass. I saw it on TikTok, and I was like, wait a minute. I watched it again. I was like, bruh. Ain't going to lie. Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, I prefer, I think, the new one. I need to rewatch it. I really do need to rewatch it.
That's why I watched it twice before I do my review and before I did this. Like I said, the first one is more enjoyable. Yeah, well, I love the characters more. It's more enjoyable. This one, it's passable because it's not bad. It's still enjoyable. But again, one last time: Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Kano, Kung Lao, the fatalities.
Yeah. Well,
that's it.
I think the reason why it's the first 95 is easier to follow is literally you're only following Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, and
Johnny Cage. Yeah,
you're only following them. You don't care about his black friend, the boxer. You don't care about anyone else who gets killed by
Goro.
Yeah. And
fucked his ass. He really thought he was gonna get somewhere.
Honestly, the Goro fight with Johnny Cage in 95 is still the best. You're just like, I got a trick. He does the splits and it's like, dude.
And then he's just like, damn.
Dude. And then
even Goro was like, bro, you don't do that.
But I got to say, the practical effects for Goro was amazing. I enjoyed them in the original.
Absolutely.
They looked cheesy. Bad. They looked interesting.
I liked it.
He moved kind of animatronically.
Yeah, I'd rather take that than CGI, what we had here. Yeah,
the CGI version.
Because he just became like, a monster. A monster to fight.
And they called him Prince, but he didn't talk. He didn't have any dialogue. Yeah. He doesn't seem like any royalty at all.
He was there for that one scene, and then boom, just to give Cole his power, his little powers, his Iron Man suit or whatever. No, what they call him? They call him the iron kneecap or something from Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah,
yeah, something like that. But yeah, that's really all it was. That's what Goro was there for, and I'm just like, nah. Keep that.
Yeah, it's just like I didn't care for the whole thing. Is basically the braid his daughter gave him flows around him, just like.
Well, that's what that was.
Yeah, the braid she made him. It because you know how fabric can be very strong.
Oh, so that was basically fabric.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's knotted, but the thing is, like the fabric would take an impact, and every punch he gets, he can dish out to the other person, building it up. So it's just like that's nice. I just don't care for him as a person.
What if he didn't have it on?
Then he'd get cut. He'd get hit. But this is the thing. His face is free, and his lower half is free. Johnny Cage can do what he did to Goro and win the fight.
And also, I feel like the entire movie was set in that cave. That cave.
Yep.
I'm just like, bro.
I didn't care for that. I didn't care for Raiden's Temple. That's the thing. Is like I would think if you guys are gonna do a movie, the games they are Mortal Kombat. They are the same story over and over.
Even
and
the
over
games
again.
don't. I don't think all the games even go through Mortal Kombat, do they? Because I've seen, I said,
sometimes they're like this one where they're picked off beforehand.
Because I've seen like clips, and I'm just like, okay, we have this dude in a helicopter, and Scorpion is like, what does a helicopter have to do with Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, You choose your battleground. That's basically it. It's just like they're trying to do different avenues. And it's just like, if you're going to make a movie, do a spin-off. Because when you always get people like us who will prefer different things. And you're trying to build up to great classic games.
Yeah.
The best Mortal Kombat games, which we didn't play for the actual story. If you want to do a story, go to a prequel. Do a prequel. Do something with like, 'cause I would love to see the Knights Templar being called to Mortal Kombat. Imagine someone who has killed so many people in the name of Christ, feeling remorse for his actions, being called into Mortal Kombat.
Damn, nigga, that was in Mortal Kombat?
No, but imagine that. Because a Knights Templar, because they're great warriors of that time. I think that would be awesome. You get like, if anyone's seen like, what is it, where they compare the best warriors of each time who would fight each other. Do Mortal Kombat like that. And just have
Outworld Warrior.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have basically Outworld be a different race of people.
They had one episode where it's vampires versus zombies. It was like 300, those 3 vampires versus like 100 zombies. Oh my God, bro. We all in the door. Yes, let's go vampires. Let's go vampires, bro. Yeah. They need to bring that show back. That show was awesome.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's just like, that's something I would enjoy because that would be cool.
Yeah, that should be a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Vampires and zombies?
Oh, yeah, they have vampires versus zombies. That probably is. That probably is. It sounds familiar.
That'd be fire.
But Annihilation.
They did. Hold on. They didn't say Underworld. And they did try to mix Underworld and Resident Evil. I heard about that. So that will be fire.
Yeah.
But
Annihilation.
You just said Annihilation.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
We talked a bit about it with Jax.
Back in the day, I loved Annihilation. I'm like, I don't see no problem with Annihilation. I couldn't even watch it when I wanted to do my reviews. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm just gonna review it. It's trash. It is trash.
Well, they kill off the heart of the entire series right away.
Well, this is the thing. Lyndon Ashby, who plays Johnny Cage, didn't want to come back because he said the script was trash.
Yep.
Understandable, because the movie is 100% trash. So it's like, I mean, they killed him, and like, I still don't even know what that Johnny Cage even looks like. Yeah. I still place the face of the original Johnny Cage on his body because I don't know what he looks like.
Yeah. What I hate is just like, he just got Sonya Blade,
right?
Who
they also change.
Yep.
Hey, both Sonyas actually look good.
Yeah, but they only keep like Liu Kang. He's the only one that remains.
Yeah, no, Liu Kang and Katana. That's about it.
Katana, yeah, because even Raiden gets changed, and it's because apparently he broke the rules that they made him look different.
That's why?
Yeah. That's something I remember. He's like, yeah, I know I look strange. I broke the rules. I didn't follow Mortal Kombat, and I have been punished. So he lost his like powers, and he looks different. Something weird. And the whole tunnels through the earth thing, everything was just.
You talking about when they in like the little hamster cage?
Yeah, they're in a hamster ball. It's just like
Shao Kahn acting horrible, but who's more horrible? Sindel. You will die. I was just like, she got paid a couple million to say that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like that
literally the acting. I gotta say is about the same as the first one, but the first one had heart. No, they are just as bad, but the first one had heart.
Bro, there was no acting as bad as Sindel and Shao Kahn. The only person you could probably maybe put up there is Shang Tsung, but I feel like he was that bad Asian dude that you got
Raiden
back in the 90s.
Was bad acting.
Raiden was great,
but he was great.
The type of character he was, it was like he was a dude that like he's gonna give you information. I'm gonna stand by. I can't do nothing, but he's enjoying every last moment. I mean, like when they're fighting and he's sitting there like and he's sitting there tapping the bad guys and all that. Like, bro, I thought Raiden was just a cool dude. Shang Tsung was like a little over the top, but for me it worked. Shao Kahn, just horrible acting. Same thing with Sindel. To say their acting was just on par, just the same as the first Mortal Kombat, nah.
Yeah, because
Liu Kang was good. The story for the second one was horrible.
They won Mortal Kombat, and then it's just like they broke the rules, and it had to do with the gods intervening, and it's just like,
and it gets put in the Superman thing.
Yeah, the Phantom Zone.
Yep.
It's just like, okay, whatever.
But
this is I don't think we could talk much about this one.
What was the little Freddy Krueger things they were fighting?
Wait, I don't know.
On top of the cage, I always thought it was like Freddy, like mini Freddy Kruegers when I was a kid.
Yeah,
it was horrible. I mean, the CGI, the fact that the final battle was a CGI monster fight, was just a horrible.
That was the worst thing. It was
all
just
I think about was like Liu Kang as that monster trying to do like a little tail whip or something.
Well, no, they become monsters and they still do martial arts.
Yeah, that was martial arts they were doing.
They were punching, kicking. They weren't.
What was the point? You could have just stayed in human form.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was just like they wanted to make this epic fight scene. Not epic whatsoever. Yeah, you don't return for a piece of crap movie.
Yeah, that movie is, like I said, it's straight up trash. It's horrible.
Yeah, I'm Johnny Cage made the right choice.
He really did.
Yeah, Linden just like, you got out at a good time.
Okay, I think the best scene in that movie is is when Sonya Blade and Jax go against Smoke.
Oh yeah,
that was the best scene because Jax was in his zone, bro. He was in his. Damn, you look good covered in mud.
Yeah, but that's something I find funny. You're just like, you watch older movies, they're just black. They're flat out black. In newer movies, they tend to act more white.
They try not to have him like, oh, why does a black guy gotta act like this? Why you gotta say this and that? Well, nigga, because we're black.
Yeah,
we talk a certain like everybody talk a certain way, and a certain community talk a certain way. Example,
it's like they want black people who are raised in the suburbs, not black people who are raised in the ghetto. It's just like quit picking white black people. Because pick black people.
Yeah, because
pick the real ones.
Because it's like because imagine you put me in like a like. Okay, if this was a movie and if I had
boobs.
Yeah. What he said? There's two things I believe in. Talking about that video?
Yep.
Yeah.
Beer and boobs. And then the black dude is just like, okay, that white dude that said that is more black than that white black dude that's like, oh no, I would never say something like that. It's just like, dude, turn in your card. Turn in your card right now.
I'm a woman. I just wanted to hear that. What did you say? Two things you believe in are boobs? Yeah, he was so serious.
Just because it was just like in my mind when he said it. This isn't the movie. This is the other thing entirely. Because when I thought that, it was just like as soon as the black man started trying to go get all offended and everything, I was like, dude, turn in your black card and give it to that white dude that's more black than you, has more heart, has more soul than you do.
But like I said, I enjoy Jax here. Like he
honestly,
was just
Jax was the. I hated Luke Cage, hated Sonya Blade, hated everyone else.
Which one?
No, in Annihilation.
Oh,
it was Jax that really was the best part about the whole thing.
Yeah,
because he's just he becomes the Johnny Cage basically. He becomes the funny character, the humorous character.
Yeah, the one that's just like, what the hell is going on?
And I find it funny how when he's found, he's on a table with his arms upgraded. He's found like that, only to rip him off at the end. It's just like, okay, where'd you get the technology to do that anyway?
Oh, then they brought in the other chick. Hey, I used to use her and cheat. The chick with like the 4 arms or whatever.
Oh,
hey, I used to. What game was? I forgot what game. I used to always just like, was it up, down, something? And she'd be like, and just start jumping on them.
Oh yeah.
I forgot who I played. I think it was like, I think it was Derek or something. When we at the apartment, I kept using that move and I kept winning. But Annihilation sucked.
Yeah, Annihilation.
Hey, what I did love it with Kano back in the 21 version.
Yeah.
Was when he was when Raiden was sitting there going to him like, oh, yeah, I'm saying you're not the fighter you used to be. You don't have the marking. And then Kano just like, hey Gandalf, where's my fortune cookie? Yeah. And then Raiden just sitting there talking all this. Okay, I'm sorry, I was passed out. What did I miss?
Yeah, that's the thing. I would have honestly preferred if they had a different Raiden in 21.
Yeah. Hey, what? I'm still talking about Kano. One more part. When Shang Tsung came through talking about how they're gonna, suck their souls and everything. Everybody is there looking like, like, and then here's Kano. I was like, bruh, yeah, they really killed Kano.
Yeah, he was the best part.
The best part. He was. Man, they killed the best part of the movie.
But one thing I did enjoy is it was also basically 95. It was Kano versus Sonya Blade.
And then they did it again.
Yeah, they did it again.
Really?
Yet this time he's using the laser beam, and then she takes the marking from him. So I was like, okay, that actually makes sense. But why'd you have to get rid of him?
Right, I'm praying. I'm praying they somehow find a way to bring him back.
Yeah, because he was so funny. I was laughing.
Bring him back the same way too.
The second he was introduced, I instantly started loving the movie more because it kept changing. It went from a classic martial arts film that you just instantly will love, to Never Back Down.
Yep,
that's what it became. And then finally, it started getting into Mortal Kombat, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is it. As soon as they introduced Kano and he's fighting the chameleon, it was just like, yeah, this is it right here.
What'd he say? Oh, you stabbed me with my own knife. Fucking poetry.
Yeah, when Sonya is throwing the knives, like the
ironic. Yeah,
just stabbed her, just like you did that on purpose. She just like,
yeah, bro. Yeah, they did. Hopefully they bring him back.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they got to, especially after, because everybody and their mama
is talking about him.
Yeah, everybody that watched that movie is saying like, "Yo, Kano's in the hospital because he carried the entire movie." Yeah, and he did, bro. Yeah. And like the second they killed him, I was just like,
"What do I do now?"
Exactly.
I just waited for to hear "Get Over Here," and then as soon as I heard that, I was back in the movie. Honestly, I clocked out after Kano was out.
No,
because there's nothing there. I didn't care for the other fights between everyone else.
Luke Kane really was just weak. I didn't care for Luke Kane. Damn. You know, it's like I said, when I first saw it, I liked it. And then I watched it again. I'm just like, it's still cool, but it's
I still enjoy it, but it's just like maybe the opening scene, then then skip to when they introduce Kano.
I can watch that opening scene like numerous times.
And then skip to the ending. You remove all the filler parts in between, because after the opening, it has several minutes of nothing that's really interesting at all.
So I'm pretty sure we can sit there and how long has it been?
40 minutes.
God damn.
We gotta.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna agree with me on this. Mortal Kombat 21, Annihilation.
Let's remove Annihilation from the table.
Yeah.
Because honestly,
so the best one is Mortal Kombat or Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat in that order.
Okay.
But remember, we were recording for like several minutes beforehand.
I did. Okay. Have you watched Mortal Kombat Legacy?
I have not. That's the animated one, right?
No, that's the YouTube series. Oh, because I remember I watched.
Yes, I watched the whole thing.
Okay, so I remember I watched the. You know how they make something first and then see if fans like. I remember watching that when they had Scorpion in the interrogation room. Yep. That was great.
Everyone loved that.
And then I watched the first episode with Michael Jai White, and then I stopped after that.
Well, that's the thing. I watched the entire series thinking they were going to do more with Scorpion. Because I'm part of Team Scorpion.
Because that was awesome. The fact that was Scorpion in that interrogation room.
That was the coolest part, and I loved it because the entire thing. It's like they're doing a discussion, and then you get images of fighting, images of the chain going out. There was not really any fighting in that entire sequence. There's just glimpses of it.
Yeah.
And I loved that. And it was just like, this is 10 minutes of nothing but them interviewing Scorpion. This is the best part. Because it's just like they're getting ready for Mortal Kombat. And then I watched the rest of the series and I was like, this is crap. What happened to that awesome interview with Scorpion? Yeah. But they baited people with the best character.
That's why I didn't watch it.
Yeah, because I was like, I finished the entire thing. Because I think it's like 15 episodes, maybe 11, something like that. And I was like, why did I waste my time? I wanted to keep getting back to Scorpion, but they never actually got to the fights. They never actually did anything.
Yeah. And I forgot to watch Mortal Kombat Scorpion's, I think it was Revenge. I've heard that was awesome. Have you watched it?
Nah.
Okay, I heard that's great.
Yeah, that's the animated, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so Street Fighter. Okay,
the Legend of Chun-Li.
Fuck that. The Van Damme Street Fighter is 100 times better than Legend of Chun-Li.
The only reason I watched The Legend of Chun-Li, I guess we're just going to be doing these genre movies back to back, because The Legend of Chun-Li, the only reason I watched it is because I was watching Smallville at the time, and Kristen Krick was Chun-Li. So I was like, you know what? I want to see her fighting. I want to see her doing martial arts. And that movie was just like, ugh.
The acting, bro. Ugh. I wish I can carry this mic so I can like kind of portray what's his name? Chris Klein. How he act. He had talk. You could be sitting there having a conversation. Oh, what about this person? He had slipped right through the crack, and he just. It's just like, bro. It's like, why are you like the camera be right here, and then they'll be sitting there having a conversation, and he has to like go all the way to the camera and then just look off screen like he's just having like a moment, like a vivid little flashback. Oh yeah, Bison, he slipped right through the cracks. Oh, you don't want to find this guy, and it's just like, hey, I'm right behind you. Can you talk to me? You just inherited a big problem. It's like he was trying to be the tough guy. He was trying to be the action star. Like there was one part where Chun-Li, he shot somebody, and the look on his face, I'm like, oh, he's bad, and I'm like, oh no, he's still a good guy. He just made that face for some reason. I thought he was the villain after that. It was just horrible.
Yeah.
The acting was just bad. Yeah. Everything about it. Michael Clark Duncan was bad.
The story was crap too, honestly. It's just like...
The fighting was bad. The whole movie was her trying to learn how to do a Kamehameha wave. Mm-hmm. And then the fact that they got Robin Shue, a.k.a. Liu Kang. Mm-hmm. They got Liu Kang. And this is what pissed me off. There was a part where, is his name Balrog?
I don't know.
He was supposed to be the boxer. Michael Clark Duncan was supposed to be the boxer, but he was just a henchman. I'm calling him Liu Kang. They
makes it easier.
Yeah,
I don't know. Unless I don't know Street Fighter.
They run into the crib to try to bum rush Liu Kang. Liu Kang beats them up, and then Michael Clark Duncan hits up with a rocket launcher, blows the house up while he's inside, and then he just shows up the next scene.
Yeah,
I was like, "What? How did you get out?" I saw this movie twice in theaters, by the way.
Yeah, how?
Oh no!
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like I didn't go to theaters to watch it, couldn't afford it, but it's just like when I didn't see like Ryu or Ken, it's just like it's not Street Fighter if you don't have those.
Hey, Liu Kang brought him up at the end.
Well, yeah, they were planning a sequel.
Yeah.
They were baiting a sequel.
This movie. Hey, I'm actually having fun talking about this movie because it sucks. Oh my god, Vega.
Yeah.
Vega was a dude for the Black Eyed Peas.
You got to think. Remember, both movies were bad. Just one movie did it better.
Yeah. They got Black Eyed Peas. They got homie from the Black Eyed Peas to do Vega. What the mask was stupid, and then when he finally fought Chun-Li, he got mollywopped.
Yeah.
What?
It's just like if you want to see a final battle, you make it like even par as she slowly beats you, but no, not completely getting destroyed.
And then Neil, I forgot his last name. Neil, the one that plays Bison. Okay, as a bad guy, I thought he was good. I mean, they gave him an accent, you know what I'm saying? So he just, he was just being bad. So I'm like, okay. But at the same time, I'm just like, hey, so when are you going to be Bison? Like, you're playing like a decent bad guy, but when are you going to be Bison?
He was playing a bad guy. Because we address Bison with like the cheesy quotes, the cheesy one-liners.
I mean, I could see him as like the businessman type. Yeah. But I'm just like,
the business tyrant, not he needed his suit.
Yeah, I'm like, where's your red suit and your hat?
Give us your costumes. Yeah. That's the thing. He was like, it didn't feel like because I don't think anyone actually wore their outfit.
No, nobody did.
Because the only reason you watch a Chun-Li movie is to see Chun-Li, to see Kristen Kirk in that outfit.
They should have did that.
Yeah, that honestly, it would have got better ratings if they just did that. Face it, sex sells, and yeah, that would have sold a lot more. Especially bringing in the Smallville fans. Yeah, that would have brought in a lot more viewership right there and a lot more enjoyment right there. But no, they didn't give her the Chun-Li outfit.
And there was a part where she was like hanging upside down by like some chains or something. So she kind of like got some leverage, and she took her shoe off.
Took her shoe off,
and I was just like, "What was the point of that? Like you're trying to like spin around? Wouldn't having that shoe like give you like more of like
with more weight?
Yeah." And then you kick somebody in the face with just a bare foot. Like, girl, you got a shoe. I'm pretty sure that hurt more. The movie was just stupid. The movie was horrible. It was trash. The CGI that they had, trash. The actors, trash. The only person that was good was Liu Kang, because he's Liu Kang.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They had like Michael Clark, Kristen Kirk. Just trash. Like they weren't acting at all. Nobody in there was acting. Like, it's like I think they realized at the beginning that they forgot to read the script. And it was going to be trash, and then he just stopped caring.
You know what the best part about this movie? Now I know I saw it twice. The best part about the movie was the soundtrack. Because it kept playing. I know you don't know this rapper. His name is Ace Hood. The 3 rap songs you hear in the movie are Ace Hood. So when you see Chris Klein pull up, he open the car. Now get him up. Now get him up. I'm just like, really? Ace Hood? Then the club. Get him. Get him. Get him. That's Ace Hood. The end of the song. Dun, 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 Street Fighter, Ace Hood. Every song that played in the movie was Ace Hood. And after I saw the movie for the second time, I got his album. Yeah. Because the whole album was fire. That was the best thing about this movie, Ace Hood.
Why is it for trash movies we tend to be able to talk a little longer? Annihilation, not so much. But Chun-Li, oh my gosh. Okay,
because it's trash, but it's just... Cause Annihilation was just straight up trash.
Yeah.
Legend of Chun-Li is trash. I won't watch it. Actually, I should get baked and watch that tonight.
Yeah.
I'm watching that tonight. But it's trash.
Do a watch party with that.
Yeah. It's trash. But it's like funny trash because the acting is so bad. Everything is so bad about it. I mean, same thing with Annihilation, but
this same thing funnier. With Street Fighter.
Oh, Street Fighter, yeah.
It's trash, but it's quotable trash.
I mean, you got big stars. You have Van Damme in it. But what the thing about Street Fighter? Okay, the thing about Legend of Chun-Li that I will give that over Street Fighter is they don't try to throw in like 20 characters.
Yeah, it follows one. one person's the focus.
The regular Street Fighter with Van Damme, you following 20 characters, bro.
Yeah, you're following every single member of the cast.
You're following Guile, Ken and Ryu. Is it Ryu or Ryu?
I always say Ryu.
Ken and Ryu. You're following Bison. You're following Chun-Li and
yeah,
Honda. Is it Honda?
Yeah, the fat dude, long arms.
Yeah, the fat Hawaiian dude. It's the Rock's
Samoan.
The Rock's cousin. You're following like damn near everybody that's on the fighting roster, and it's just too all over the place. Vega in his movie. Hey, I fuck with Vega.
Honestly, I think the reason why
they even have what's his name Charlie. What's Charlie's name? Is it the green monster? Blanca.
Oh,
yeah. Blanca. Charlie.
Yeah. But I think the reason why it kind of is so great is the bad guy's kind of the main character.
Yeah, which one?
In Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Because he's the one with most screen time. He's the one who actually goes around. He's literally starting the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's the cause for everything, and everyone else is just reacting. So he's the main character, and he has the best lines.
He has the best lines, bro.
I
guess you didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? Like, yeah, they sit there and try to like name off all the characters. I'm basically naming every Street Fighter character ever.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like they following like so many characters, but the movie's so dumb, it's so cheesy that it's actually a fun movie to follow.
Yeah.
It's fun, bro. I love it. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's one of the better.
I feel like it's like if somebody said like, "Oh, should I watch that Van Damme Street Fighter?" Okay, if you watch it, don't take it serious and just get ready to laugh. Do not take it serious.
Honestly, the only one you can actually take serious is the new Mortal Kombat. Out of all of them, you have to take them with it's cheesy. It's completely cheesy throughout.
Which one? Street Fighter.
All of them.
Oh, all of them. Absolutely.
All of them. Mortal Kombat. Even Tekken is a little bit that way.
That came out like what? I want to say 09, 010.
Yeah, 09.
I watched it that one time.
Yeah, same. And King of Fighters. I think King of Fighters actually had a sequel, but I could only find. I
know Tekken had a sequel.
Yeah, but the sequel wasn't actually as great as the.
I don't know. Okay, did I enjoy the Tekken? When I watched it when I was 18, yeah.
I enjoyed Tekken. I enjoyed King of Fighters. I don't remember much of it, but I enjoyed them. I'm just gonna say that.
But let's talk about one of the best ones ever made.
Hold on, let's finish. Do you remember anything from Tekken? I remember I enjoyed it. That's about it.
I just remember
I enjoyed the fight scenes. The fight scenes actually seemed pretty cool.
I remember they had the guy with the little armor suit and the sword.
Yeah,
I remember him. I remember Great Value Jason Statham because they killed him. Fox. His name was Fox. They killed him, and that's it.
Yeah, and King of Fighters, it's basically the girl who's fighting in a dress the entire time.
Yeah, and I looked at who's in it. They got Maggie Q. They got homie from Never Back Down.
Yep.
And I forgot what movie he was in. I know it was something good, but no, that's Pretty Boy from the Wolverine. You got 3 good people.
Yeah, King of Fighters is.
Okay, well, stop. I'm not gonna say 3 good people because just because you did Never Back Down doesn't mean you're really good.
Yeah,
you're in the movie I love.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was okay. Okay, DOA,
bro, Dead or Alive is one of my favorites. I love that movie. I was talking about that movie to somebody a few days ago.
Yeah, because literally you can't get more stupid than Dead or Alive,
and it's hot chicks fighting.
Yeah, because the game itself, the whole premise of the game is fan service.
Hot chicks fighting.
Yeah. Fan service. Like there's games of volleyball you can play.
Oh, I loved playing the volleyball.
It's funny. I've actually never played the game, but I've seen the movie.
Oh, I've played the game and I jumped straight to volleyball.
Yeah, because it's like, this is a fighting game. Why is there volleyball there? But yeah, they do the exact same thing in the movie.
And it's not serious anymore. It's like it's a comedy. Like you're laughing throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
Like, the character Jamie Presley and her father Kevin Nash are wrestlers. Yeah. So the fact he always like running in to fight her at the wrong time.
Yeah, like he runs in at one scene and then she's in the bath in the hot tub with another woman.
No, she's in the bed with homegirl.
Yeah, because they were gonna share a bed just to sleep for the night. And then he's like, "Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah,
sorry, Tina. You take care of your thing." And his daughter's just like, "Come on, Dad, this is not like that." She's like, "Whatever you want, I'm okay."
Yeah,
and he's slowly taking steps backwards. It was funny because it's just like there aren't many guys in Dead or Alive, the game. I think there's only like 4 or 5 out of the 20 female characters, and I think they only bring in 3 of them for the movie.
The black dude, Kevin Nash,
the bad guy,
Eric Roberts,
the Asian bad guy.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
the fact that Eric Roberts is the villain, I was just like, bruh, stop. But yeah, man, I absolutely love the fight scenes. Hey, you know what? The fight scenes are cool and they're funny. Well, like when
because Tina's a wrestler.
Like when I was at, I forgot her name. I thought it was like Christy or something. The main chick, the whatever. The short hair chick?
Yeah.
Like when her boyfriend or whatever is like, who can't fight, who just end up sneaking himself there, is talking to like one of the chicks that the computer dude has a crush on. He's sending the biggest dude to go after him, and what he do? He throw a shoe at him, which hits him in the nuts, and throws another shoe that hits a big statue, and then that knocks him out. I'm just like, bruh. Really?
He's got a superpower. It's luck.
Like stuff like that. Stuff like that is just so funny, bro. Like I love this movie.
Yeah,
it's cheesy. I think they know it's gonna be like whatever. Oh, and you know what else? Luke Kane is in this movie too.
Yeah,
Luke Kane is one of the pirates that try to steal Tina's ship.
It's like the Charlie's Angels. Like you get a good movie when people realize what it's actually for. The women in Charlie's Angels, the original Charlie's Angels, the good Charlie's Angels, knew
Barrymore,
knew that it's supposed to be fun, lighthearted, and it's for guys.
That's DOA. Basically what DOA is.
It's fun, lighthearted, and that's funny. Tina, when she's fighting like the Asian chick, because they're pushed to fight, and she's basically flipping her around with wrestling moves when she finally gets a grip on her, as the other Asian chick's trying to do martial arts, and it was just like, if you're a wrestler, you're not going to get close enough to actually get a grab hold, and if you're lunging with both arms like that, that's putting yourself open, because you literally only do grab attacks if you're a wrestler. Martial arts is kicks, elbows, punches, everything's on the table.
I love their introduction scenes.
Yeah.
Like my thing is like, bro, if she's wanted to or whatever, why are you handing her bra with your gun? Like you're just setting yourself up.
Yeah.
But bro, like this movie's fun. Even the scene where they're trying to like climb up so they can like make it to the island on time. I thought that scene was just enjoyable. Like for me, this entire fuck this. Yeah. This movie is a 10 out of 10 for me, bro.
Climb the island just to play volleyball, just to go sunbathing, just to do, because they were doing everything, and then a fight would break out in the middle of something stupid, a volleyball game, taking a hot
like,
tub.
You gonna ruin the party for everybody? Let's do it. Let's fight tomorrow.
Yeah. They always reschedule, breaking into a bedroom as two girls are laying in bed together, just like.
Which one do you like, Mortal Kombat or Dead or Alive?
Dead or Alive.
Thank you.
Dead or Alive.
Because I love Mortal Kombat, but Dead or Alive, they know what it is, and it's more enjoyable.
So it's basically between the new Mortal Kombat and Dead or Alive for me.
Oh, I was talking about the old one.
Yeah, I know, but the old one, because between the older stuff, because the old one, the reason it's great is because it also is a bit cheesy.
Yep.
And it works because it is.
95?
Yeah. But Dead or Alive just goes straight on into it. It's the fan service type movie, and they know it is. They're not going to take it too serious like the new Charlie's Angels did and shot itself in the foot because it was complete trash.
I watched the new Charlie. Okay, so I watched the new Charlie's Angels. They still try to have fun with it too, but it wasn't no Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz.
How did that? She was Hispanic, right? The Hispanic chick instantly know how to fight because she became like a Charlie's Angels near the end, and it was just like, where did you learn all this training?
Is she Hispanic?
I don't know. You're a smart chick. I don't know. I haven't actually
you
seen
talking about, You talking about the Pink Ranger, a.k.a. Princess Jasmine in Aladdin?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck she is.
Yeah,
she's one of those that just has a look to where it's like, she's, what's that actor name? Curtis something, to where he'll play a Mexican in Training Day.
Yep.
And then he could play a terrorist in this movie. You know what actor I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, my dad could do the same. He's dark enough to be considered anything. Indian, Pakistani, Hispanic. Yeah. He can play anything there.
That's basically exactly. But hey, what the fuck is Double Dragon?
I still don't know. It's actually the first martial arts video game. I was actually planning on watching it, but it was just like, you know what? It's such an old game.
I thought it was Karate Kid when I looked at it.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it, but I was like, I don't know. I thought you might have seen it.
Nah.
But it was just like, this is basically all of them. The ones that were basically straight to TV were the King of Fighters and Tekken. The others were actual motion pictures.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, Legend of Chun-Li was a motion picture, a feature film.
That movie I think that movie grossed $4 million opening weekend.
Yeah. Street Fighter did better. DOA actually did pretty good. Really? I thought it actually did pretty good. I think it's done better.
DOA was like I remember wanting to go see that movie. It wasn't even in theaters where I was at.
Yeah, because you know how things still make money over time.
Oh, absolutely.
It's gone up because it's fan service. It's nothing but fan service. It's a funny movie to watch when you're a little kid and it's just like, ooh, girls wrestling, basically. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
They came out at the perfect time for us because we were like.
This movie came out. Damn, it came out 2007.
Yeah, 2007. So 16.
Holy shit! Yeah.
I don't know.
I was 19 in 2010.
19.
So I was about 16. Damn.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it came out earlier.
Yeah, I thought it came out 2010. No, that was Street for. I don't know no more.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh, sorry, her name is Christy. But no, this movie only made $7 million on a $30 million budget, and it was only in 500 theaters. Yeah. So yeah, for 3 weeks.
In theaters for 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks, 500 theaters.
Yeah.
So we definitely didn't have this movie in Detroit. Luckily, I had a computer, and we had those websites.
Yeah, the what is it? Torrenting sites, the downloading sites.
What was the one?
File share. Bear.
What was it called? Pirate Bay.
Pirate Bay.
R.I.P. R.I.P. to Pirate Bay, to LimeWire,
to Share Bear.
I never used that one.
uTorrent.
uTorrent.
Yeah.
Man, they did us.
I never used those before.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but from what I'm speaking to as a person I'm speaking like I'm a person that used it.
Yeah,
which
of
I
course.
never did.
Yeah, you when you do research, you learn that piracy. Like that's actually when they started putting piracy is bad all in front of every single movie.
Yeah,
during that time when it was abhorrent. But it's funny now that streaming services have become a thing, and you can literally have everything at your fingertips. They've removed most piracy warnings because. Literally, I can watch something right now and have a digital version of it forever.
Nigga, they still pirate. What you talking about?
But I can pirate everything myself.
Absolutely, yeah.
I can do it all. Like, I can use that special app, watch it there, and then create a digital version of it right here. I can record everything. I can create my own digital library before they start removing movies because they are offensive.
Yeah.
I need to do that with The Office before they consider it offensive and remove it from all platforms.
I ended up
edit it.
Yeah, I got like the first 6 seasons on Amazon. Then I got Peacock.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm surprised we actually went for an hour.
Right?
We spent like what?
That's no homo.
30 minutes on Mortal Kombat.
Nigga, we spent 40.
Yeah.
Because right when we about to start talking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, what about this show?
Yeah. But Dead or Alive, I actually think is the best just because they knew exactly what they were going for. They knew exactly what they were going for. I'm surprised that the Mortal Kombat is such a huge franchise that 95 did very well. How well did the new 21 do?
Well, you also got to remember everything that's going on.
Yeah,
but so far, it opened with 22 million. They were expecting like 10. They got 22. Yeah. It cost 55 to make, and right now it's at 51 million. Yeah. And also, don't forget they're going to count in streaming too, which everybody and their mama watched it. So we're going to be getting sequels because the fact that did good with everything going on. Imagine if the theaters were open. It got 22 million with some theaters open. We've probably been looking at like 40, 50 million. Tops.
Think about it this way. In order for theaters to open, they need to stop putting on HBO Max.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, like...
They'll make more money through the theaters
because
than
look at
HBO.
King Kong, the Godzilla vs. Kong made, I think I want to say like 40 or 50 million open a weekend. If that was not on HBO Max, it would have made a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, because people would have gone to see it.
I bet you Fast and Furious is definitely going to be that movie that maybe almost crack 100 million. It's not going on no streaming services.
No, I don't think
and it's a big movie.
Yeah.
That's $1 billion. Each one makes $1 billion. So this one is going to be the one that kind of like tests to see where we're at.
Yeah, I'll see it when it finally gets on a streaming service.
Which one? Fast Furious?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
I'm going to the theater.
Yeah, of course you are.
They're doing Fast Fridays. They're going to have each Fast and Furious every Friday. The theater. So this week first one, next week second. Then on.
Yeah, that's how you make more money.
But I was like, wait a minute. Why am I trying to go when I have them all on my Amazon?
Yeah, they're bringing Han back. Well, you go to things like that to meet other huge fans. Because really only huge fans go to things like that.
Really? Like, I honestly just be doing that shit just to go and see it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're like, hey, you fuck with, Roman.
You've never done that?
No.
Yeah, I've done that a few times when I go to see like those anime movies that are actually brought in. I hate how they're only in select theaters. Like, those are amazing movies.
The only time I did that was with seeing one of those was what's that movie? Dragon Ball Resurrection of Frieza.
Yeah.
That's the last one.
Because you need to buy a special ticket for that special theater for that special day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too much special there.
Yeah, and we're also because now we're not even talking about the video game.
Yeah, but video game movies, I love the new Mortal Kombat. I actually think it's
I like it.
if they didn't have too much of that dead air in between, because Kano was the best part. He was the heart of it.
Yeah.
The opening fight scene I enjoyed, but honestly, it should have been put as a flashback, I think. Because if
you're not gonna have the entire movie match that same volume,
the tone keeps
yes.
changing because it goes to the the MMA, the never back down type of feel, and then finally it gets into the Mortal Kombat feel when they're being chased. That's when it finally starts.
Yeah,
finally, and it's just like really, I've spent 30 minutes on this movie to finally get to this point.
Yeah,
it finally starts to feel like I'm saying finally too much. It's starting to feel like Mortal Kombat now. Yeah, but. I actually enjoy the new one. I think it's...
Is that a condom?
Yeah.
Why?
That's the one you gave me.
Oh, yeah! Hey, I've been staring at it this entire time. Like, why do you have one? Like, nigga, you ain't... That ain't happening no time soon, bro. Yeah. Okay.
Christmas gift from this guy.
Yeah, I did give you that for Christmas. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was looking at it the other day. Expires 2023... 10/01.
We got time.
It's not going to be used by then,
right,
for sure.
Right. We didn't get our powers. So like we're supposed to be, once you hit 30, you're supposed to get your powers.
You're supposed to get magic, and I can't cast any spells yet. Do I need a book or something? Tell me. When you turn 30, when you get your magic powers, do you need to order a book or something?
Your virgin powers.
Yeah. Do you need to order a book or something?
It's like I didn't get power, so now I'm like, okay, time to get a hooker.
Yeah, because I would give anything, even for the laser beam eye. I actually thought that was dumb, but it was cool when Kano actually brought it out.
It's better than a sombrero.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's cool, that's dope.
Right. I knew I'd get my superpowers first.
Yeah, because how is a sombrero? I guess because he can control it with his mind. It's kind of like...
My thing is, did he have the hat on when he was like fighting, and all of a sudden, like he's just getting his ass beat?
Well, he uses the hat to teleport.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, because at the beginning, the first time they introduced him, he threw the hat, it bounces off a wall, and then he kind of like spawns underneath it. And that was actually a cool shot. I love that. It was just like, ooh, he did his teleporting move. I wish they would have done that, because you know how each
when he did it the first time, I kind of laughed. I'm just like,
yeah.
CGI.
Because you know how each character has their move where they can kind of instantly like ghost behind you or slip behind you. A Sub-Zero has his shadow, which he leaves behind.
I did love that he did the decoy. Decoy. I love that he did that move.
Yeah, because I've always enjoyed those moves, and it's just like, yeah, bring more of those from the games back. Yeah. And honestly, what makes this one so far much better, what I like it, the fighting is actually moves that their characters would do.
Yes,
actually moves.
Like when Sub-Zero has like the wall of ice and he throws you through it. Like, yep. I noticed him doing a lot of moves from the game. So. Yeah, props to them on that.
We're going back to Mortal Kombat.
Hey, the OG Liu Kang had a better bicycle kick.
Yeah, and well, I gotta say that I preferred the OG Sonya Blade because the new one, her fighting, like there's the part where she's fighting the girl and she's like standing. The girl, I forget the other girl's name.
Her name was Melina or something.
Yeah, she does like a drop and she drops down low. And here Sonya is standing completely still. She doesn't move. Like if you look at her hips, she doesn't move at all. And if you're a martial artist, you kind of roll with your punches. And she's like standing still doing this. And I was like, yeah, that's not fighting.
I'm going to rewatch that.
You got to throw your shoulder into it. You got to throw your hip into it. You got to move. You got to...
How you going to sit there and like, help Jax get back on? You can't fight yourself.
Yeah, because that's how you can easily get drop kicked. If you're not moving the lower part of your body, you're going to get drop kicked easily.
You always move. Like, yep. Yeah, like what?
Yeah, watch that. Look for that part because she's like standing on a little bridge or something. I can't remember exactly.
I know exactly what part. Yeah, because the two of them only fought on once, so I already know what part you talking about.
And then she blasts a hole in her at the end.
Yeah,
I didn't like that. It was like, why get rid of her?
I definitely would have put a hole in her too.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna do like another. Like that's the thing. Ko was literally getting destroyed by her, and then Sonya Blade shows up and destroys her. I thought that they should have added a bit more time where Ko basically gets taken off by Sub-Zero.
Who the fuck is Ko?
The descendant of Scorpion.
Oh, Cole. Cole's my bad. Yeah.
And Yeah, where Sonya Blade basically takes her out because she wanted to fight the winged. Did she call her a winged bee?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but
I know she called her something.
That screech really is a turn on.
Yeah.
I love that line.
So it's just like, okay, yeah.
You think it's she's beautiful. Yeah, that screech is really a turn on.
Yeah, but still, the best kill of the movie.
Yeah, it was talking about Kung Lao. Yeah, absolutely.
That was the flawless victory.
Liu Kang's fire dragon was cool.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool. But yeah,
actual move from the
Kung Lao. Yeah, that was just great, bro.
Yes,
I mean that was a straight up flawless victory. But yeah. I think I said enough about
I gotta say the coolest part about it was like when he's like drilling her, cutting her in half. The whole thing kind of goes silhouette, and the hat turns into a saw. That was epic.
Yeah.
Because you don't exactly see much of anything, and it just turns into a saw for like a good 10 seconds, and you're watching that. I was just like, aw. And then it goes back to show you everything. I was like, that's actually a cool shot. I enjoy that because it gives you a visual of what's going on. Because let's face it, like people like me will go like, oh, that's a hat. It wouldn't cut a person in two.
Yeah.
So they put that little visual there to let you know. So I instantly accepted it because it's like, oh, he's drilling her through a saw. He's cutting her in half. It's like, okay, that's a table saw. That's gonna rip her in two. Yeah, but that's pretty much all I got to say about these fighting movies. We get going off topic and then ending up back on Mortal Kombat.
Honestly, to end it, when it comes to fighting game movies, it's like they can never get it right. Because it's always going to be like whatever.
Like I said before, you try to do a story. Because let's face it, fighting movies, they have stories. Like Injustice is one of the most praised, but I still haven't played it. Yeah, but
the story is so good, bro.
Because I do know the story, but it's just like Injustice is really praised. They can have great stories, but you have to follow through with that. Because apparently that's what Zack Snyder was supposed to go for.
That's basically what that is, Injustice.
But it's just like I don't. You can't really do it for like games like Mortal Kombat, things like that, because every single time they make a movie, they're supposed to win 10 challenge fights in a row, and then they can take over your world. They have won 9.
Because that's exactly the opening scroll for the first movie.
Yep. And it's just like, then show me the other fights. If you're going to do a movie, because the games are the last fight, give the player the option to fight for the last chance. Make the movies the beginning fights where we have lost 9 times. Just make them epic, because nobody cares as long as they're epic and interesting. Nobody cares if the world, our Earth loses, our realm loses.
True.
Just make it interesting.
Because then it makes you want to be like, damn, we lost. So what's the sequel going to be about? You know,
because each one is pretty dope, and you could make it more where there's like traitors and things like that, people who are bribed. Heck, you could bring some of the other characters back from the future because they're basically undead at that point. They're kept alive somehow by crap. I always forget the Soul Sucker's name.
Shang
Tsung's power, so it can keep them alive. Yeah, but that's how you do it. Or you go straight on into what you know will work, like DOA.
Yep.
They knew what they were going for. They knew exactly what they were going for, and that's all I got to say. Thank y'all for watching.
As always, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Toodles? I was confused on what you were going to say.
I don't know.
Yeah. Toodles.
Yeah.